Cute. Joining us on the line right now is Ken Peterson. He is the communications director there at the Monterey Bay Aquarium, and wonderful to have you on the show, Ken.
Glad to be with you on a Sunday morning.
Yes, so you're less than a week away. Is everything ready to go for the public to get their first peek at the otters in some time?
People can get their sea otter fix absolutely next Saturday. The animals are on the exhibit behind the scenes right now, getting acclimated to the new look, and seem to be doing well so far. We're going to have potentially 5 different otters, which are exhibit animals, that at any given time, we probably won't have all 5 out there, because some of them have behind-the-scenes jobs. They're all, the animals that we have were all rescued in the wild, can't go back to the wild, but some of them serve as surrogate moms for other stranded pups that we do hope to get back into the wild population. So we might have 2 or 3 of them on exhibit at different times. Sometimes there might even be a pup on exhibit for the mom. We've had that happen a few times in the past, and those are for pups that, for whatever reason, are not going to find a wild home, but may wind up getting a permanent home at another aquarium. So all that back up and running as of Saturday the 23rd.
Hey, Ken, on our live video simulcast stream that people can watch at eatdrinkexplore.com, we're showing a photo of a sea otter pup that's being fed. It looks like milk, the way you would feed a baby. So these are like rescue pups?
Right, because sea otters are a threatened species in California throughout the range, and during the winter months, when we often get our stormier weather, sometimes the moms and pups get separated, the pups get washed on the beach, and if we can't do a reunification with the mom, then we take it in as a rescued animal, assess it, and if we have a surrogate mother available, and it's something that we've pioneered at Monterey Bay Aquarium, we'll have that otter behind the scenes raising the pup. Initially, we'll probably hand feed them, and I don't know if you can see in the picture, but the people on our staff who are caring for these animals will wear kind of a Darth Vader costume with a black poncho and a wellness mask, so that the animals never get the sense that humans are a source of care and comfort. Because once they're back in the wild, you don't want them swimming up to kayaks, you don't want them coming up to people who are swimming in the water or scuba diving or surfing. You want them to be wild animals that look at humans as a threat, not a friend.
Right. You don't want them getting attached to the humans. That makes sense. So, Ken, I used to live up in the Monterey area when my kids were, toddlers for 5 or 6 years, and we belonged to the aquarium. We used to go almost every weekend. And they were little, and they would just beeline to certain, exhibits that they liked. They liked the jellyfish, the leafy sea dragon. That was one of my favorites.
Oh, I love that one.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, the otters. That was a go-to stop every time. Is it still going to be that sort of 2-level viewing? You can see them from above, or you can see what they're doing underwater?
Exactly. The mezzanine where you can get the view from up top, and particularly can check out during the feeding and training sessions. That's the best viewing there. One of the improvements we've added, so that if you're down on the ground floor looking through the underwater windows, but want to know what's going on during the feeding, we've added some bigger video monitors, because on a busy day it can sometimes get really crowded there during those feeding and training sessions. And we've also added a number of other hands-on experiences to kind of learn more about how thick the otter's fur is and how that protects them against the cold waters in ways that blubber does for other animals like seals and sea lions. Number of things like that. So they'll have all of their favorites, plus a few improvements.
So I remember the sea otter fur. There was a little sample of it that you have to touch with the back of your hand because they didn't want it messed up with everyone's oils from your fingers. So is that display still there for the kids to learn more about the otters?
That'll be there. We've also got a marine mammal station with one of our volunteer guides. It has a bit of otter fur and some other items that they can touch and learn from. And one of the things that we added while the otters were off exhibit, but which is now going to be a permanent part of the otter experience, is an otter spotter station out on our back deck. Oh. And because a lot of the work that we do at Monterey Bay Aquarium not only is with the animals on exhibit, learning in the you still there?
Yeah, sorry about this. Hold on one second. Cora she's dialing on the wrong line. Sorry.
We're a little technical difficulty.
She's not there. Huh.
We are tracking animals in the wild with radio transmitters, and so you as a visitor can go out on our back deck. We have binoculars and telescopes and a staff and a station, and you can actually pick up with a receiver the radio signal of tagged animals whose behavior we're trying to monitor in the wild, and you can spot them just the way our researchers do. So
Okay.
that otter spotter station is a new feature at
That
the aquarium
is
as well.
really cool. Now, Ken, is this at all in partnership with what Fish and Wildlife is doing, or the USGS? I just recently saw one of the otter researchers in Morro Bay with the equipment, and she was tracking the otters in the water and documenting all the little things they were doing. Is it the same program?
We are part of this big collaboration among state and federal wildlife agencies, universities, and others, trying to figure out what's going on with the sea otter population, why they aren't recovering as quickly as everyone hopes, so that they can get off the threatened species list. And that tagging and tracking work going in down in Morro Bay is probably some people from the Monterey Bay Aquarium team who are down there, or folks that we are working in close collaboration with.
Okay, I was out there with one of, you might know Mike Harris from California Fish and Wildlife.
Yes.
So I was actually speaking with him, and he was there with the researcher. She was busy. We couldn't disrupt what she was doing because she was intently focused on the otter behavior. So I think this is a good opportunity then to mention for everyone who are doing your taxes out there, yay, tax time, right?
All day yesterday.
But so cool, because on line 403, I believe it is, and 410, you can make a donation, which will help get your taxes in line if you need to do that still and get that tax break. You can make a donation to the otters, and it helps these programs directly what Ken is talking about. Your donation goes. And this year, if that fund doesn't hit a certain mark, it's like $300,000 or something, it goes away. We won't have that on our California tax form. So just a little mention for the otters. Check
Thank
that
you,
box.
And I'll tell you what's really exciting. We've been supporting that from the beginning, and in fact from before the beginning, because it was a visit by a 6-year-old boy with his family to the aquarium, seeing our otters, hearing about the threats they face, that inspired his dad, then State Assemblyman Dave Jones, now State Insurance Commissioner Dave Jones, to introduce the bill that created that sea otter tax checkoff fund and a lot of other protections for California sea otters.
Wow.
So
That's
you
so
never
cool.
know what's going to happen when a kid comes there and falls in love with the otters and wants to do something. In his case, he looked at his dad, tears in his eyes, and said, "Dad, you've got to do something for the otters."
And so
his dad
he did.
said, "Well, I'm in the state assembly, and I can and I will," and he did.
That's awesome. And so we can all help. Just check it off, make a little donation, get the tax break, and then make sure that fund stays there for the otters.
Absolutely.
It helps that they're so cute.
It does. It does.
Right.
So a lot of we're actually doing something on our website right now through our Facebook page called the Countdown to Cuteness. And
I saw that.
You can go to the Monterey Bay Aquarium Facebook page and enter the contest. We have almost like a little advent calendar of otter drawings, and every day there's a picture or some video or a fact about sea otters. But you can also enter into the Countdown to Cuteness sweepstakes and potentially win a behind-the-scenes experience in the new sea otter exhibit going up top there. So I encourage folks to do that and check it out.
Now, Ken, are there different species of sea otter that are all included in this exhibit, or do we just have one California sea otter species that lives off our coast?
There's just one species in California. It's kind of a subspecies of the population up in Alaska. Mm-hmm. And actually, otters in their historic range stretched all the way from Japan and Russia around through the Aleutians, Alaska, down the west coast as far as Baja. But the ones that we have on exhibit are the California otters. It's about 2,800 animals in the wild, and hoping that they'll eventually occupy more of their historic range, and those numbers will grow.
And they live now primarily between Santa Barbara and San Francisco, or what's their range along our coast now?
Pretty much. I mean, there's some outliers farther north than San Francisco. They've seen them as far down south as L.A. Harbor and off the coast of Orange County. But those are the exception rather than the rule. Their numbers are beginning to expand more towards Santa Barbara around Point Conception, and that would have been in their historic range. So there's a possibility of seeing more of them in Southern California in the years to come.
We're speaking with Ken Peterson. He's the communications director for the Monterey Bay Aquarium. They're opening their refurbished sea otter exhibit this coming Saturday. Ken, if you don't mind staying on the line, I want to ask you a little bit more about next Saturday, and then also Monterey Bay Aquarium does a lot beyond the sea otters, specifically your Seafood Watch program. Do you mind sticking around through the break?
I'd be happy to do that.
All right. You're listening to the Eat, Drink, Explore Radio Network. I'm your host, Randall White. Patty Piper, not in green, just to my left. We're back in just a moment. California business owners, entrepreneurs, farmers, authors, and other professionals, this message is for you. We're looking to highlight those of you who give back to the community, care about the environment, and have the health of our state as part of your business model or focus. Our new California Love website is in the beta testing phase. So, during the next few months, we're offering free listings to qualified people or business entities. It's a win-win situation. You help populate our site with quality, locally owned California companies, and we help direct customers to your business or product. Simply head over to CALUV.com. That's CA as in California, LUV as in a cute way to spell love.com, and enter the information for your business today. Why wouldn't you? It's easy and it's free. CALUV.com, the California Love Business Recommendation Tool. Hey, farmers market fans, listen up because we're launching a new show just for you. Join the Eat, Drink, Explore radio network each Thursday evening from 5:30 to 6 for a healthy dose of recipe sharing and food news. We broadcast our show live from the historic downtown San Luis Obispo Farmers Market, but the information shared is designed for anyone who has a love of fresh, seasonal produce and locally made artisan treats. So whether your favorite market is located at San Francisco's Ferry Plaza in downtown Santa Monica, or if you're simply a member of a CSA, you'll love our weekly Market Fresh, available live each Thursday evening at eatdrinkexplore.com. And if you missed the show, follow our updates on Facebook and Twitter for links to the recipes shared, video from the show, and other great information. Eat, Drink, Explore Radio's Market Fresh, helping perfect your California flavor.
Hi, this is Rick Moranis. You know, some people are more careful about what they feed their cars than what they feed their bodies. They know that the wrong fuel can hurt a car's performance and maybe ruin the engine. But the wrong food can have the same effect on your health. Too much fat, too many calories, and too little of what's good for you can affect how well you feel and even lead to serious illness. So eat right. It'll help you keep running smooth.
For more information, visit the Will Rogers Institute at wrinstitute.org or call toll-free 877-957-7575 and find us on Facebook and Twitter. Wayne Brady for the Will Rogers Institute.
Hey folks, I've got something that will truly revolutionize your life. It's called exercise. It will get you from here to there, allow you to spend time with your family and meet new people, cut inches from your waistline, and improve the quality of your life. Even help improve your self-image. Sexy. So when you've got to choose between moving around or lying on the couch, choose exercise. You won't be sorry.
For your free booklet, visit wrinstitute.org or call toll-free 877-957-7575 and find us on Facebook and Twitter.
California business owners, entrepreneurs, farmers, authors, and other professionals, this message is for you. We're looking to highlight those of you who give back to the community, care about the environment, and have the health of our state as part of your business model or focus. Our new California Love website is in the beta testing phase. So, during the next few months, we're offering free listings to qualified people or business entities. It's a win-win situation. You help populate our site with quality, locally owned California companies, and we help direct customers to your business or product. Simply head over to CALUV.com. That's CA as in California, LUV as in a cute way to spell love.com, and enter the information for your business today. Why wouldn't you? It's easy and it's free. CALUV.com, the California Love Business Recommendation Tool. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the final segment of the Eat, Drink, Explore Radio Network on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning here in California. Temperatures here where we broadcast from in downtown San Luis Obispo expected to reach 79 degrees. The rest of the state looking really nice as well, anywhere from the mid-70s to the mid-60s. The LA Marathon was this morning. And,
yes, it was.
One of the only places in this, or I imagine it's still going on, one of the only places in the state that has cloud cover.
I bet the runners were not upset about that.
No, I'm sure they liked it. So perfect weather for the runners. Not too hot, not too cold. Patty Pyburn, my beautiful co-host. Hello.
Thank you.
And a happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
Yeah.
One last time to throw that down. We have on the line with us right now Ken Peterson. He's the communications director for the Monterey Bay Aquarium, where this coming Saturday, March the 23rd, the updated Otter exhibit will reopen to the public so people can see up close and personal these cute...
I love it. Countdown to cuteness.
Countdown to cuteness. So is this something, Ken, that people need to buy specific tickets for, or is it already sold out? Like, where do we stand on all that?
Like everything at Monterey Bay Aquarium in the exhibit galleries, it's included with admission, and you can get tickets online. You can pre-print your tickets so that if it happens to be, we're heading into spring break, which tends to be a little bit busier time. So if you bought your tickets in advance, printed it out, you just go straight to our ticket holders line and bypass anyone who's waiting to buy tickets. Of course, if you think you're going to come more than once in the year, a membership is the best option, and there's even one membership option that includes the whole family, either all the kids up to age 21, all the grandkids up to age 21, plus a possibility to get 2 transferable guest cards, so you can bring 2 other people with you who aren't on your regular membership, and that's a great way to go.
That's what we always did, too, and it was great when we had family visiting, and we would say, let's go to the aquarium.
Yep. And the one other good option for folks is a lot of the hotels on the Monterey Peninsula have packages, and they're the only ones who have these packages where you can get a 2-day aquarium ticket for a 1-day ticket price. So you can check at the local hotel and buy that if you're staying overnight in Monterey, on the Monterey Peninsula.
Ken, how old is the aquarium now?
We are going to start our 30th year in October.
Wow.
Believe it.
I still think of it as new.
I know, it's like, it does. And we've got a great team of people who keep it looking brand new. And, of course, you were mentioning earlier, we're always refreshing it. We're always doing something new. So last year we opened a special exhibition called the Jellies Experience, which is kind of a summer of love take on jellyfish, a lot of exotic species, including ones that no one's ever exhibited before. In April, because you were talking food and wine earlier, we are reopening our restaurant and our self-serve cafe. And our culinary partner for the restaurant is Cindy Paulson of Mustard's Grill.
Nice.
And our new restaurant is Cindy's Waterfront. So it's really going to be Cindy's farm-to-table recipes, her whole sensibility around food, and that deep connection between the health of the soil, the health of the water, and bringing just great American comfort food to people. So it's her 30th anniversary, too, for Mustard. So it's kind of a neat collaboration that we're glad to be opening.
Yeah, Mustard's there in the Napa Valley, right on Highway 29. Now I'm drawing a blank, but I know where it is. Right there by Rutherford, sort of.
Yep.
Yeah. So Cindy Paulson, just a huge name in Bay Area culinary cuisine, and the Monterey Bay Aquarium's always been closely connected with the food scene, it seems.
Well, certainly since our Seafood Watch program that you mentioned, we had an exhibit going back in 1997 where we were looking at seafood issues as they affect the health of ocean wildlife, and it made us realize that we needed to think more closely about that because the impact of whether it's farming fish along the coast or catching wild fish has a big impact on overall ocean health, and that's what our Seafood Watch program grew out of, and that culinary link between health of the soils, the farm chemicals that flow into the ocean, and the health of the oceans themselves has really strengthened over the years. That's something else we've got coming up in May. We do our annual Cooking for Solutions celebration.
That's a good one.
3 days, including a big Friday night gala with celebrity chefs from all over the country. Lorena Garcia is going to be there. Art Smith, who used to be Oprah's chef, is one of the chefs, will be part of that. And that's a big tasting on all the food that we serve is organic or sustainable, whether it's from land or sea. We've got 60 or 70 wineries all pouring in the aquarium, and it's really quite a gala event. And then we do a whole series of other activities that are included with aquarium admission over the weekend, including cooking demonstrations and tasting opportunities. So food and drink are a big part of that, and we'll have the new Cindy's Waterfront restaurant to showcase as well.
Usually when you think about going to a large venue like an aquarium or an amusement park or anything that sort of will bring the whole family, your fare is hamburgers, hot dogs, French fries, but not at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. You have top of the line
good stuff.
Sustainable food. I love it.
We do, and the self-serve cafe is going to be really incredible now too, because you'll know immediately, literally when you're standing by the Otter exhibit, you'll look and you'll see the ocean beyond the dining area. So everybody's got an ocean view seat, whether they're in the full-service restaurant or the self-serve cafe. We're going to have a pizza oven, be making fresh-to-order pizzas. We've got an open grill there. So it's almost like a demonstration kitchen to watch the salads being made or your burger being grilled from, like great Niman Ranch beef and the fresh pizzas and, all kinds of wonderful things. So we don't want to just make sure you're getting adequately fed. We want to make it as an extension of the quality of the experience you have when you're walking through our exhibit galleries.
Ken, your Seafood Watch program really took off. Were you expecting it to reach the level it has, where so many restaurants, they'll put it right on the menu? Was it what was the big turning point? Was it the app?
Well, I think it was really people making a connection. It was like oh my gosh. They think about organic on the land, and you understand that, if you use fewer pesticides and fewer chemicals, that the soil is healthier and everything is healthier. And people finally made that connection to the ocean, and Seafood Watch made it easy. It's like the traffic light recommendations, green, eat this, red, you shouldn't eat this for now, take a break, and then yellow is kind of go for it, but go cautiously.
Brilliant.
And we've made it easy with the printed card. We have an app for the iPhone and the Android that have over 1 million downloads. And then big businesses are adopting now as well. So the two largest food service companies in North America, both Aramark and Compass Group, have adopted Seafood Watch as their goal, and they're moving toward that. Whole Foods Market has changed its seafood that it's selling in the case, and they're using our guidelines and those of Blue Ocean Institute for the wild-caught fish. Even Mars, for the Shiba cat food, is now using Seafood Watch to guide the fish that it puts in the cat food, and they just announced that in the last couple of weeks.
Because pet lovers, they're animal lovers.
Right.
They are, absolutely. So people can find it on our website and find out about the otters, and they can even watch the otters on a webcam starting next Saturday at MontereyBayAquarium.org.
Oh, good, the webcam's back.
Yes.
Yes, Ken Peterson, Communications Director for the Monterey Bay Aquarium. You can get more information online by going to MontereyBayAquarium.com, or you can just do a simple Google.
Yeah, exactly.
Is the easiest way to do it. Ken, thank you for joining us, and good luck with the reopening.
The reopening. Thanks, and I look forward to seeing you there sometime down the road.
Sounds fantastic. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Great to have you here.
You've been listening to the Eat, Drink, Explore radio program. If you missed any of our segments today, look for them online or through our free Apple and Android apps. Catch you back right here next week.